Hey guys, and welcome back. This is it. Let's take a quick look at my ship here. Alright, so far I've stripped it, dropped my class 2 weapons, switched my class 1s over to pulse, and stocked up on heat sinks. Don't know if I'm going to use all these, don't know if I'm going to use any of them, but better to have them and not need them than to not have them. And I could save 8 tons of mass if I drop the lasers, but I don't know what's going to be out there. So I'm not going anywhere completely unarmed, and I definitely want to stay self-sustained, so no projectile weapons. Now there's my internal loadout. Reduced my bulkheads to the lightweight alloy, giving me very little hull. Reduced everything to the lightest components. Even the power plant, I dropped that to a class 4. Rating A was only 5 tons, so that was lighter than the class 5s of any types. Everything else I went class D, even the power distributor. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. But I did get top of the line frame shift drive. I'm really happy about that. Might as well keep the cargo racks. They don't cost anything. They don't weigh anything. I can't really use the space for anything else. I did get a class 3 auto field maintenance unit to repair systems just in case we do get any kind of damage out there. Hanging on to the fuel scoop. Repurchased the detailed surface scanner and the advanced discovery scanner. Now on my way to Betelgeuse, I plan on flying actually right there, and then I'll do my exploration of systems on the way back, just to say that I've been there. And actually, let's take a look at the system map here. Open system map.
System map.
Well, galaxy map. Now, should have my route planned out here. Going to Betelgeuse. 489 light years, and if you remember in my Cobra, that was like 104 jumps. Now, there is my actual route through space. I'm using the fastest route, and I've got almost a 32 light year jump range, so it's actually only going to take me about 3 jumps to get out of civilized space from where we're at. Now take a look at that. We are in Sac right now, and that is the spider web, apparently, of populated worlds. It's really kind of cool looking. I just wanted to share that. Now looking a little bit further past Betelgeuse, there is a nebula which is in sight of Betelgeuse. It's not close. The Witch Head Nebula. And there is... Oop, where are you? There we go. This would be a great view of the nebula right here, I think. It's like right on the edge. I actually have to fly through the nebula, it looks like, to get to that particular planet. That is going to be so cool. I think I might not go home. I might just fly straight through Betelgeuse to the Witch Head Nebula. That is 912 light years, so that's another 400 light years further. And let's see how many jumps that is. That would be 31 jumps, which actually isn't all that bad considering I was looking at a 100 jump range. But for right now, we'll go ahead and set it up for Betelgeuse. .95 light years is what I can jump. Pretty excited about this. Not the maximum. If I dumped everything, I could get 36. but I want to keep some bare minimum stuff. I'm not willing to give up my shield generator. I reduced it to the least that I could use for the ship. I'm not going without shields. It'd be argumentative that, you know, I even need shields out there, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going without shields, and I'm not going without weapons. Alright, let's take off, shall we? Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's already on the move. Are you ready, Doris?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be with you in the command chair.
Shall we go? Doris?
What thrilling adventures do you have planned for today?
Oh, you'll find out. Let's go. Oh.
Landing gear retracted. Scan detected.
31.8 light years. That is one heck of a jump. Clear and jump.
Afterburners, maxing engines. Distancing, stand by.
Frameshift drive charging.
The FTL is charged and ready.
Yeah,
Stand by. Engaging, jump.
Yeah, she's a little premature.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That was a heck of a jump. Looks like we have not discovered the sun. Let's go ahead and scan the sun really quick. Must be pointed directly at the sun. Not going to hurt to hit all the suns. Not going to hit all the planets, though. Not until I come back. Alright, let's go. It's an inconvenient place to put the jump point.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Jump.
Frameshift
drive
active.
charging.
My primary function is to analyze your activity and suggest a better course of action should the data reveal one. That is not a good idea.
Thank you, Doris.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, I was kind of tripping. Well, we have not got the sun either. Okay, good deal. Let's go. Jump.
Engaging
Frameshift
jump
drive
drive.
charging.
Wolf 258, I think that is it. Everything past Wolf 258 is in uncivilized space, if I'm not mistaken.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hello, Mr. Sun. Oh, look at this. Unexplored. Completely unexplored, really. Actually, I thought there would be civilization here. There's definitely nothing there. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, we're on our own after this. So, go ahead and do the scan here. And I'm going to scan the asteroid belt before I jump. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick pause before it jumps. Alright, well, I couldn't resist and I scanned a few the asteroid belts, or asteroid patches around the sun, whatever you want to call them. This place is teeming with life. I get a lot of unidentified and strong sources over here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Considering that I'm with minimal weaponry and minimal shielding, kind of makes me nervous.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, this puts me at a little less than half a tank, so I'm definitely going to stop and refuel here. Maybe. Don't think I can scoop a brown dwarf. Getting really close. Yeah, pretty sure they're too cool to scoop. Dual sun. Alright, let's scoop. There we go. Jump.
Charging frameshift drive.
Little heat. It'll be alright though.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
Hello, Mr. Sun. Alright, we're gonna scoop the sun.
Fuel scooping.
And that's about as close as I want to go. 107.37 per second, 65% heat. Get the next jump ready. And it's cool, you know, the ship is shaking as the gas comes off the planet, or off the sun, off the star. This is it, we're holding steady at 65%. This is going to take a couple of minutes, so I'll go ahead and pause the video and come back when we're ready to go. Alright, the gas tank is full and we're hitting. Jump.
Engaging jump.
Charging.
Yeah, I saw a pirate out here too. There's absolutely nothing out here but pirates.
4,
So
3, 2,
just waiting to get jumped. But I'm sure it won't be as so bad. Hello, Mr. Sun. Scanning the sun. Alright, let's go. Jump.
Frameshift activated.
charging.
Thanks, guys.
Ready to engage.
Full.
4,
Maximum velocity engaged.
2,
Thank you.
1.
I'd like to say it was a pleasure, but my morality subroutine prevents me from lying.
Oh my. Hello, Mr. Sun. Yeah, we'll scan him too. Another brown dwarf. Alright, brown dwarf star anarchy. Not real happy to be seeing all these brown dwarfs. Alright, our jump point is on the other side of the sun. The star. Alright. Jump.
Charging frameshift drive.
charging.
Is it just me, or is there something different about these really long jumps?
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Just seems like the tunnel is really, really deep. But then again, maybe it's just me. Oh. Hello. What's your name?
My manufacturing designation is Detail-Oriented Remote Investment Surveillance Unit. If that's too much for your inferior human brain, you can call me Doris.
I wasn't talking to you. Tari Star. T Tari. I wonder if I can scoop these. Oh, I bet I can't. I'm already pretty close. No, I don't think I can. Nope. It's a negative. Yeah, proximity lights are lighting up. Let me know something's going on. Let's jump. Jump.
Frameshift
drive
active.
charging.
Puts me down to half a tank. Want to start looking for stars to scoop.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ooh, brown dwarf. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Anarchy T, brown dwarf star. Open system map.
System map.
And our next jump takes us to... Alright. According to this is our last jump. We've got enough gas to get here, and that's it. We can't go the rest of the way. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. I do not want to get caught in another brown dwarf system. For sure. We'll switch to economical routes. And we will remap Betelgeuse. It would help if I could spell it. Oop, hey, open galaxy map. Open galaxy map. Open galaxy map.
That's an excellent use of my immense processing power. Well done.
No, that's right. Remap. I can take an economical route. And I could jump all the way here with one tank of gas, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just looking for a short route and a place that's got gas. Very short jumps are very economical. Whoop. .78 light years. Yeah, these are all real close together. That's why. 42 jumps from 16 to 42. Jump. Full.
Engaging jump drive. Maximum velocity engaged.
Do you have any advice, Doris? Do you have any advice? Doris.
4, 3,
Look who's in the cockpit. This day just gets better and better.
Advice?
I am programmed to suggest prudent strategies in this kind of situation, but right now, all I can think of is hitting the self-destruct button.
Yep. Another system I can't scoop off of. Brown dwarf. Y series. Good thing about these drives is that if you jump short distances, it's very economical. It's very inexpensive. It doesn't cost much fuel at all. But if you go maximum jumps, it burns a lot of gas.
frameshift drive charging.
So I was stuck in a position where I had one jump left, and I would have to roll the dice on it to see if it's going to actually have a scoopable star. But instead, I switched all these short jumps to guarantee that I will hit a star that I can scoop from. I mean, mathematically speaking, there should be a percentage and I'll end up with a scoopable star. The more stars I go to, right? I mean, that's the idea. Alright, another brown dwarf. That's what a T series, I think, yeah. I wonder if Doris knows anything about brown dwarfs. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Charging.
What is a brown dwarf?
Brown dwarf is a cold and dark star too small to initiate nuclear reactions that generate heat and light.
4, 3,
Thank you.
2.
I do not care for your passion. Just make sure this rust bucket gets us home safely.
Will do, Doris. Just relax. Be nice.
Nice is a subjective concept. I can run 10,000 volts through your command there if you'd like me to benchmark not being nice.
Alright. Well, here's my gas. Yeah.
Sleeping.
A little closer than I wanted to get, though, to be quite honest with you. Alright, we're going to fill up here. Anarchy, red dwarf star. I'll see you when the tank is full. Alright, we got a full tank. And let's get away from the star. I did switch back to the fastest route, and we're actually
Disengage.
almost to Betelgeuse. Makes a big difference taking these long jumps. Jump.
What a
Friendship
brilliant
drive
use of
charging.
my immense processing power. Jumping to light speed.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whoa. I haven't seen you before. Another brown dwarf. .5 light years. Let's do it. Jump.
Friendship
Friendship
drive
active.
charging.
Oh, got a little heat build up. We'll be alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I do like the hyperspace effects. Even the sounds in the background are awfully spooky. Okay. Get a copy on this puppy. Class Y. Jump.
What a
Friendship
brilliant
drive
use of
charging.
my immense processing power. Jumping to light speed.
You're dumb.
I am designed to recognize psychotic behavior and appropriately deal with it. For example, I could disable life support if I deemed it necessary, that is.
Yeah, 400 light years from home, and now you're threatening me. That's nice. Another brown dwarf. Get a scan on this too. Well, it said scan was complete. Is it complete or is it not complete? Scanned it twice. That's interesting. Alright. That's fine. Wonder what kind of stars I'm going to run into out in the nebula. Come on, let's get a move. Jump.
What a brilliant use of my immense processing power. Frameshift enabled.
What do you think? What do you think?
You seem a little jumpy. Perhaps you should have a nice calming herbal tea before getting underway.
That'd be very nice. A little herbal tea. There we go. Scoopable star. We'll scan it while we're scooping too. May not be scoopable at all. No, I don't think it is. Class T, Tori Star. Open system map.
System map.
57 million years old. Very young stars, which are in the process of gravitational contraction. It's only 2,897 degrees. That explains it. Well, at half tank, I'm not going to take any chances, so we're going to go back and switch back over to a economical route. If I could spell it. Alright, let's do this thing. Yeah, we're really close. Getting nothing off this star at all. Jump!
What a brilliant use of my immense processing power. Jumping to light speed.
Oh, I got stuck with a smart-ass AI.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Hello, Mr. Sun. Are you friendly? You look friendly. I don't think you are. Yeah, it's another T-class star. Jump.
Frameshift activated.
Charging.
Thank you.
I'd like to say it was a pleasure, but my morality subroutine prevents me from lying.
Heat sink.
Heatsink deployed.
Whoopsie. Got a little hot. Got a little hot. Jump.
Charging frameshift drive.
Oh, I thought I had actually. I thought I had dropped out of
4,
frame shift.
3, 2, 1.
Super cruise.
What a brilliant use of my immense processing power. Super cruise enabled.
Let's see what you look like here. There we
Fuel
go.
scooping.
Okay. Well, we're going to fuel up, and I will see you guys here in just a minute. Alright, we're all full. We've got 3 more jumps left to Betelgeuse. Strangely enough, I know it's not on this scanner now, but while I was refueling, there was a strong signal source that approached us.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Thankfully, I didn't find out what it was. But this far out, could there be pirates? Especially a strong signal source is kind of scary because I've got a little bitty ship. Jump.
What a brilliant use of my immense processing power. Frameshift enabled.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Mr. Sun. Hello, Mr. Sun. Red Dwarf. Jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Charging.
Advice?
Human life is very short. Do not waste what little time you have on frivolities and unprofitable missions.
2, 1.
It's good advice.
I am programmed to suggest prudent strategies in this kind of situation, but right now, all I can think of is hitting the self-destruct button.
Should have one more jump left. White, yellow. Betelgeuse. Seemed a lot farther away when I was in a Cobra. And it was an impossible drive in my Sidewinder for sure. And heck, I thought going to the Soul was impossible.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Whoa! Holy smokes, that is huge. Well, that's why I'm here, because it was a huge star. I wonder if I can scoop off this. 4 new astronomical objects. Definitely going to check those out. Might as well top off, though, while I'm here. If I can. Red supergiant.
Fuel scooping.
Watch my heat. Alright, you're cool. Just because it's a supergiant, it's no worse than any other star. Wow, this thing is massive. chill right about here. I'm gonna step outside and get a shot here. External cam.
Change camera.
Oh my gosh. Look how huge this thing is. Wow. That's why I wanted to come to Betelgeuse, to see the supermassive star. Look at that. You see all that coming off the star? Wow. It's huge. This was definitely worth the trip. External cam. Fine, just ignore me. Let's see what else is on the scanner. We've got 4 unexplored areas, all fairly close. Open system map.
System map.
Alright, yeah, I'm definitely not the first one here. I knew I wasn't going to be, because I know this is a popular place. People have explored it. It's not that far away, especially with top of the line frame shift drives. Definitely going to check these planets out since I've waited so long to come here. Of course, it's going to show all unexplored for me. Now, how is it? He discovered them, but I don't have any information on him on the scanner. I have to discover them myself, I guess, huh? Wonder how far away the Witch Head Nebula is. There we go. 472 light years. I might do that before I wrap this up. Yeah, that's actually not that far away on a full tank. Definitely got to check it out after I scan the Betelgeuse system. Oh, there's that web. Web for my jump drive, I guess, huh? Oh, what's going on? Get me out of here. Show me, show me. Okay, it's cool. It's still fueling. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. Alright, I'm going to sneak up on these planets and see what it looks like up here, okay? Alright, I just wanted to get a quick shot of this. I am at the planet furthest away from Betelgeuse. 21,000 light seconds away. I am right next to the planet. I just dropped out of Super Cruise. 21,000 light seconds, and you can still see Betelgeuse, the star. If we were back in Seoul, you wouldn't be able to see the sun at all. It'd be just a dot. But Betelgeuse is so huge, even at this distance, it is just massive. Let me see if I can get a better look at this planet here as well. Well, there it is, the light side of planet to Betelgeuse 4. It actually looks fairly massive. I don't know if this is volcanic. What kind of world this is? Open the system map. Open system map. Open system map.
System map.
Okay, high metal content world with metallic core. Worlds like this can have metallic ores near the surface in places, especially around areas of past volcanism. 1.7 Earth masses. Surface temperature 1.7 thousand degrees. No shit. That's that's pretty damn hot. Magma, carbon dioxide. No breathable air. 68% rock, 30% metal. Well, I guess the other stars are extremely close to Betelgeuse. They were actually on the other side of the sun, though, so I've got to fly around Betelgeuse to get to these other 3 planets. Wish me the best of luck here. We'll shoot for this one first. I'll see you there. Alright, we have pulled right up into Betelgeuse 3. Looks like it's a much smaller planet. It is metal rich, and you can see how close we are to the sun. Betelgeuse 3. So I've got 2 more that are both fairly close. And there's Betelgeuse 4 on the other side of the sun, 23,000 light seconds. Just so you can kind of get a depth of how massive this star actually is. Alright, I'm going to hit the other 2 planets, and I'll see you there. Just so you guys can get a some perspective. I'm still 50 light seconds away from this planet, and I'm close enough to scoop. I'm actually building up a little bit of heat. This planet is just being completely baked by this massive sun. Wonder if I can get close enough to take a look at it. Metal rich. Betelgeuse 2. Let's see if we can see it. 8 light seconds. I'm not really heating up much, so I think we're safe. It's just kind of spooky getting this close to this massive sun. We are really close to this planet too. Alright, alright. Not much heat buildup, so we're good. This doesn't look like much of a big planet at all. Full stop.
Space break.
External cam. External cam.
Change camera.
How's that for a shot? External cam. External camera.
Change camera.
A little bit closer, just so we can look at the surface. Betelgeuse 2. Metal-rich worlds, large metallic core, plentiful metallic ores, even the surface. Volcanoism, liquid erosion, some high metals can be found in their elemental form too. Mining is therefore very efficient, so these worlds are highly valued. Earth radius is 0.3. Surface temperature 1.2 thousand. Composition 100% metal. Alright, let me go grab the other planet. Getting a lot of strange noise coming up on this planet. My heat's building up a little bit. 200 light seconds away from the planet. I have no idea what that noise is. There's nothing else around me that I know of. Oh, there's a signal source. Pirates. It'd be pretty crazy if there were pirates out there this far away. 84 light seconds. We're at 65% heat. We are scanning. I want to get close enough to look at the planet, but I don't want to get burned up. Come on, it's a little bit closer. Okay, we got the scan. It's a high metal content. Betelgeuse 1. Can I see it though? Can I get close enough to see it without overheating? Yeah, I think we're going to be able to do it. Come on, a little bit closer. 77% heat. 79% heat. %. Yeah. I'm not gonna try it. $86. I'm climbing. I am heading away from the sun, aren't I? Yeah, pretty sure. 89. Come on. Alright, it's going down. And let's just see where we're at from the planet. $507 light seconds before I got safe. Well, I got the scan. I guess I don't need to see it. You know, a planet being that close to that star has probably been baked to death. Open system map.
System map.
That was Betelgeuse 1. High metal content, metallic core. Surface temperature 1.5 thousand. 1.8 Earth masses, so it is a fairly large planet. It's not small at all. Magma, sulfur dioxide. 99.7% sulfur dioxide. 65% rock, 34% metal. Well, that didn't surprise me for being in a system with a star this massive. Probably not much left of these planets. And I have a course set for the Witch Head Nebula. Somewhere. No, it goes deep. Witch Head. Yeah, there we go. That course has already been plotted. I better write this down. It's Witch Head Sector DLY -Y D22. Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going next before I turn back and go back home. I don't see any harm in that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video, and I'll go ahead and make another video with my trip to the nebula. Hopefully we'll find something interesting in the nebula. And then we'll do a third video just looking at interesting things coming back. I think that would be a nice collection for the Chronicles of Sci. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.